What is up, everybody? Figured I'd do a impromptu live play. Um, I, since I am like a still somewhat of a moderate level, figured I would do some bass fishing in Blue Crab Island, and I've actually been doing it. I just exited out to purchase a few things that I needed. Some of it was to upgrade our gear here, so just to cover a couple of things, I just bought the grizzly vest here to increase our tackle and lines available to bring. Also got the 6 rod holder here, or all-in-one sack. Or no, that's not the all-in-one sack. The Pentax here, which is 6 rods and 6 reels. And there goes my phone. Then the all-in-one sack, which is our tackle box here, giving us 50 tackles and 5 lines and 3 reels that we can bring with us. So, I think from the last video it was like what, 36 was our max that we could take with us. Now I can bring 81 pieces of equipment with me. So, again, I'll say this, over time, if you wind up playing on the game, either on version of the games, make sure that you're upgrading your vests or your jackets, even your rod case and your tackle box, and also be checking your keep net to make sure that you can actually get something else. And ironically, I actually had this in my inventory, and I was actually running around using a lower size keep net, which was this one. Instead of using my fish citadel, I was using the fish castle. And the difference between these two is 165 pounds for just one fish, where for this one it's 220 pounds for a single fish. And then total fish weight, as if you look on the fish castle, it says 440, and then this one says 551 pounds. Yeah, pretty much, somewhat. But, at least good thing I looked, because I was trying to figure out, exactly, wait, why didn't I have that one on this account when on the other one I have it? But I figured out why. But one of the things I am going to do is I'm either going to quest towards getting our first bottom rod, or upgrade our match rod that I have, because let's take a look. So the 14'10" is the match rod that I have, but right now I'm just doing nothing but lure fishing, because I've actually figured out that hey, there is a way to do some bass fishing without using up bait and taking up a lot of space. So right now I'm just for trolling wise, even though I don't have my trolling boat on me, I'm just running around with both Gorilla Cast rods, being the 2 of the DLC rods, and then this is one that I put together. This is more for top water fishing, and then our DLC rod from the Mississippi DLC. So the lures, and even the lure wise, I'm bringing 4-inch worm 4 and 5 inch worms, 3 inch shad, 4 inch glow in the dark crawl for nighttime fishing, and even with the worm there for nighttime as well. I'm bringing 3 different color crayfish. Actually, should be 4 because I did get another one. Bringing the acid green 4-inch larva, 4-inch brown and yellow newt. I'm also gonna bring a jig head, but I'm also sticking with bringing our Texas rig with a couple of different weight sinkers and 6-aught hooks. Probably should grab the 4-aught hook while I'm there, since I'm here. Let's see, is there... That's right. So I want to bring the Carolina pumpkin color crayfish as well. Could also bring the black and green slug too, but I'm gonna leave that here in our home space. But I think the goal, as soon as my controller decides to stop being a pain, I think the goal that I'm gonna set towards is to go after our bottom sniper rod set, or get 2 bottom snipers going. Oh, I am. Oh, I'm set correctly. Because I really haven't been messing with like any lines. That's the line that came with that DLC. The Basscaster. Actually, I might go and grab a different reel for the Basscaster. I don't know. But right now, this is the setup for that, which is a 20-pound test on a for the 7'3" Basscaster, and then 21-pound drag on the Counselor 3000S. So fairly decent setup on that. And then of course these are perfectly set up anyways. I haven't fiddled with these either. And I'm bringing the medium spoons to use with these. So everything is pretty much set. And I don't think there's anything else in the shop that I need. My controller has a mind of its own. Oy. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and head on into Blue Crab Island. I have everything that I wanted to bring anyways. And the method I'm gonna show everyone is if you follow Zabby, fellow YouTuber Zabby, he also streams on Twitch as well. He kind of does this little method, but with the poppers. Now you can do this with the poppers. I've seen him. If you actually go and watch his bass video, he's using a 5-aught major popper. Now I'm gonna use the same method that he does, but using something different. Even though I did bring a couple of poppers. But I'm bringing the 7-aught poppers that came with the DLC. But I'm going to be using mostly lure fishing for this. And he does say that, hey, if you have, don't let anyone tell you what to do. Have fun and do what you want. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Is I'm using his same method that he does. And for this, if you're a first time player, you do need to have a boat. May it be one of the bass boats that's in the shop, or any of the DLC boats. But let's turn us around here. Looks like there's some fish swimming. Alright. Hopefully I don't get hung up on the bottom. Shouldn't, as long as I stick to the right here. Yep. Alright. I am good. Ah, dang it. And this is the problem with the bass boats. Uh. Nah, no beer. What does the weather look like? Alright. So the method that he... Ah. That, for crying out loud. Dee. Alright. Now that I'm free... Nah, today I'm bringing tea. But let me just stop and let me go ahead and bring up our GPS real quick. So I've already been doing this and so I've actually caught some pretty decent fish. Is our I've caught some pretty good fish. Why is that one there? Oh, because I didn't catch anything there. But so yeah, as you can see, I've actually caught some uniques doing this, and it's not always on the first cast that you'll get the uniques, but you can definitely get them doing this. So, let's see, what was there? Nothing. Alright. But all I'm doing is I'm just going up the different canals that you can go along and just fishing in the deep holes. And that is where you'll definitely catch the uniques, is right along in the deep holes. But I have discovered that there are certain colors that they are definitely attracted to, which is the green colors. So that's why I have the acid green worm and even the larvae. Go ahead and stop right about in here. Anchor down. So pretty much right along in here is, our first, deep hole. I'm going to cast out with a newt. I'm just gonna do this for like an hour or two with you guys, but I just wanted to show that there's more than one way to do some fun bass fishing. And no bites yet, but just stop and go right along the bottom. And even in other locations where bass are found on the game, you know, you can still do this, even if you have to do it from the land. But there goes that damn plane. But may it be from the shoreline or from a boat, you can still bass fish like this if you know what colors to use. So I have found with the newt, it's the black and green, or is it brown and green? I can't remember. We had a fish. Unfortunately, they don't do that on the game. So we had something, but he didn't want to bite. Just a nibble. Dang it. Of course, Skype wants to go off. Being the girlfriend. But no fish yet, but they are there. There we go. Fish on. It looks like it might be a shoal bass. Or it's a bowfin. No, it's a butterfly peacock bass. Alright, there's the first bass of the day. But the amount of uniques that you can bring in like this is off the charts. I can say that. I think I've already done this on the other one, and you know, unlike the free download version, on this one you're still getting the experience, but you're not getting credits this time. You're actually gonna get bait coins being on the Fisherman, but you can still use the same method to get credits and experience on the other game. But this particular game, I'll get experience and bait coins for any of the uniques that I catch. There we go. Fish on. Now, occasionally you might get the occasional bowfin fishing like this, but, you know, or the occasional catfish, depending on the lure. Because certain the channel cat is one that will definitely take to certain lures, and even the bullhead will definitely take to certain lures as well. But the moment that I get a unique, I will move on to our next. Ooh, that's something a little heavier. Speckled peacock bass. Sweet. Now these guys will definitely give me some pretty decent experience, especially as soon as I start getting trophies and uniques. So I'm just fishing right in that deep hole. But I'm just doing nothing but lure fishing and just gaining experience to level up. I am level 29 at this current moment. So level 30 I should unlock some pretty decent stuff. There we go, fish on. There's a trophy, some decent, almost 100 experience, but still a decent sized fish. Ooh, but yep. So just doing this, I've caught another trophy. Speckled peacock bass, 1,882 cash. Not bad. 400 experience. Ooh, very sweet. Since I'm starting to get trophies, there's a possible unique coming. Good possibility that I'll probably get a unique here soon. There goes that plane. Must be someone doing surveillance. But yep, you can actually use various different ways to bass fish, and this is just one of them. Just because I'm using a crankbait with different lures. See, there we go. Sweet. So there's our first speckled unique peacock bass. And of course they do get bigger. I've got a couple of like one or two pictures where my guy is actually kneeling holding a speckled peacock bass, so they do get bigger. So this is just a small unique, but a unique nonetheless. So I'll go ahead and keep that. And I'll mark that. I think I'll go ahead and head up this channel here. Hey, I'm not specifically trying to go after uniques. I'm just bass fishing. I'm just enjoying the game. I'm just enjoying bass fishing. Um yeah, I'll go ahead. But you can definitely catch uniques doing this though. Well, hey, it's decent for certain. When you get the trophies and the uniques will definitely give you some pretty decent experience points. I have noticed that. All right, since I'm in this spot here, I'm gonna go ahead and just do bass fishing like this, and we'll just keep going up the tributary. I should try this with the worm because I just got the worm lures to see how well that goes. I'm all about that bass, about that bass. No catfish. Ooh, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Bowfin. Yep. First bowfin of the game, or of the day. Do one more cast with the newt. This will be my last cast with the newt, and then I'll switch over and see what kind of damage I can do with the worm lure and buzzbait. Mm, had something. Nope. Alright, let's see what damage we can do with that worm. Probably not gonna get anything because buzzbait, but just never know. Mm, okay, something did take to it. Okay. Alright. Let's cast over towards the reeds there. Yeah, I've caught a pretty decent amount of bass just fishing like this. But mostly just using the newt and the larvae, and when just fishing at night, even just using the glow in the dark, glow in the dark craw. Ooh, something did take. Looks like it might be a largemouth. Yep. Eh, 25 experience, but you know, experience is experience. And every little bit counts. There we go. Fish on. Trophy bowfin on the lure, on the worm too. These guys are just opportunistic feeders. They have taken to every lure that I have pretty much casted out. Is there a lure that they will not take? But again, it's 83 experience and 358 cash, so again, not bad. So you can do this either, console or even on PC. So it's not a bad way to fish, and especially if you just want to do some lure fishing and not even bother with actual bait casting. All right, let's move up a little further. So you can see I've got a marker sitting there. Can't tell if that's the beginning of a hole. I have to look. I think that's the beginning of a hole. No, it's not. Okay. But I'll even do this over in the larger area I've seen where I kind of covered in one of my previous live plays. Mm, had a bite. Or a nibble, should I say. Bottom. But, yep. So it's just a fun way to do a little bit of bass fishing. But like I said, you can catch bowfin, bass, catfish like this. You could also go after some of the other bigger fish on like this as well if you really wanted to. Just do nothing but lure fishing. I mean, I do know the tarpon will definitely go after certain lures. The snook does as well. The bonefish, I believe, will. Um, I know I've caught permit and both species of drum, just doing nothing but casting spoons. So it's very possible to catch most of the fish, except the small little panfish that you can catch. I'm just gonna probably do this for an hour or two at least. There we go. Fish on. Shoal bass. Now I know that there are certain holes where you will catch nothing but like largemouth. I know there's one spot where there is nothing but speckled bass. Let's switch over and see what damage we can do. Now, I have noticed that they do love that larvae as well. Or the larva. Wasn't that far of a cast, but still, cast is a cast. Mm. Now, I know this is also a gar spot too, so I also do have lure that some hard bait lures that I could use and probably go after gar with. Trophy largemouth. So far I've caught nothing but shoal bass and largemouth here in this spot. So which unique will we get here in this spot? Yep. Mm, there was a nibble. Fish on. Yeah, I think in the past I've caught like I think in one day's time I think I've gotten about like maybe six or seven uniques total just in one day's time on the game, which is not bad. Definitely not bad if you can pull uniques out in more than one unique in one day. Just fishing along in this particular hole, see if there's any possible uniques here. I do know that this is a location for unique gar. Might see if I can't catch a unique gar. You know what? So it's possible to catch gar like this. Let's see. Let's go with the blue. Let's see if we can catch a unique gar using a popper. Ooh, had something try to take it. Let's try that again. So I'm not exactly very good with the poppers. Might try it with a crankbait. I do have. Ooh, there we go. 7/0 hook. What do we got? Trophy shoal bass. Sweet. That's the first fish I've actually caught with the major popper. Hmm. Not sure what that was. There we go. Fish on. Sweet. Haha. Look at that. Our second unique of the day. With a decent amount of experience. 14 bait coins. So that's awesome. Now go ahead and mark that. I still want to see if we can't catch maybe a unique gar. Let's see. Let's try our crankbait. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna catch another unique because sometimes you have to move around in order to get the uniques, get more than one unique. But yeah, if you do, I'll definitely tune in. I had to cancel my appointment for tomorrow because of that was something. He just didn't want to take it. Let's see. Ugh, come on. Just want to back up. There we go. Just a regular shoal bass. But I do know that you can catch unique gar with a crankbait. Probably should have kept that 6 foot. I don't know. That looked like that might have been a gar. That back fin, it looked like it may have been a gar. Okay. Yep. Well, let me know now. I'll have to tune in if you do. Don't know if I'm gonna. That looked like that may have been a gar. The tail fin looked like it may have been a gar. That's why I'm trying to see if I can't catch a gar just by fishing like this. Yeah, I do know that there are gar strewn throughout the whole there we go. So yeah, it is possible to catch gar just by using crankbait. But I have seen Zabby pull out a gar with the popper as well. Let's take a look at this bad boy. But yeah, so just a common gar, but it's not that bad of a fish. See if we cannot catch one more gar like this. Now I doubt I'm gonna catch a unique, but because I have yet to move from this spot. Let's see. Yep, it's hard to tell if you're gonna when you get something, but if I get another unique back to back, hey. Might gar at you. Nice one. Oop, that was something. Let's sit for a couple of seconds. Might throw out our popper again, but at least at least I know I can actually do some fishing with like this as well, with the possibility of catching gar like that. But let's try our popper again. Let's try the black one. I don't think I have a leader. I don't have the leader big enough for this. Because technically this particular rod is like a level 4, something like a level 40, level 50, I think. I don't know what is the difference. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I have a leader on this one, Wes. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have a leader on any of my rod on my setups here. Ah, it was something. Looked like I may have been a a big largemouth. All right. Yeah, I know that they have teeth, but I've hooked them even on the match rods without leaders. Let's try the blue one again. One more cast with a popper, and then I'm gonna move to another spot. All right. Let's go ahead and head on to a different spot. All right. So that was our unique shoal bass. Let me take this marker back. All right. I'm gonna stop right up where it starts to split. See what we can catch, and it's not that big of a spot, but I'm gonna try fishing in this deep hole and see what we get. Let's do a couple of casts with the popper real quick, and if nothing, so far nada. Something tried to take it. Again, something tried to take it. Huh. Alright, switching to the... Could try a medium spoon. Well, let's try it real quick. I'm gonna have to cast it a little short. Nope. There we go. Fish on. Okay. Looks like it's just a bowfin. Trophy bowfin. Yep. There we go. Level 30. So let's see. 7/0 hook, 9-inch braid, jerk bait, pro angler vest, casting spoon, 3/4, 3/0, line glider 4000, leeches, shrimps, 6-inch worm, 4-inch shads. There's a Loki, barbless jig head, 1/2 ounce and 1/4 ounce. What is that number? 8/0. Floor line, braid line, Brutus. Ooh. I think the Brutus is a oh gosh. I think that's a spinning rod, I think. Galaxy Quest, Sport Lore Box, 4-inch crayfish, 5-inch worm. Oh, it's a feeder. Okay. I think that Basscaster is the one that came with the DLC for the top water on the free download version of the game. And I do believe the reel was a custom reel for that particular DLC. Ooh, we got a bottom sniper rod, but it's gonna cost me bait coin. I might go and get it anyways. Got some three-way rigs. Carolina, drop sinkers, Texas rig, three-way, some titanium leader, 4-inch slugs. Alright. Well, I want to go back to our buzz bait though. I'll figure out one way or another. I just can't exactly remember if it was a match rod or if it was a spinning rod. I don't know, this might be too small to really do anything with. Had something. There we go. Decent sized largemouth. Not a trophy though, or a unique, but decent sized bass. Alright, let's see. With the GPS, I mean, I could go up this small little tributary here, but it's kind of it's a little on the shallow side. If I didn't have this boat and I had my other boat, I would definitely go up this tributary. But it yeah. But this tributary stays to about 3 feet, which is, pretty good. But I think I'm just gonna go this side. That's what I thought. Thought it was a match rod. But I'm gonna go along in here. I don't think there's really any. Well, So I want to go ahead and start right about in there. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought it was a match rod, but I couldn't remember. But that's where I'm going to start, and that's where I want to try and cast to. Alright. So I've been streaming for a little over an hour. Yep. Alright. So while I'm on my way over this way, let's see what we can catch just heading over towards our destination over here real quick. If anything. Mm, too fast, that's why. Not exactly in a deep hole, I'm just seeing if anything is gonna bite. Just along in the main tributary anyways. But the deep holes are where you really want to fish, though. That's where you'll mostly that's where you'll wind up catching uniques anyways, is more of the deep holes. Oh, fun. Well, you take care. Alright. Like always. Don't have too much fun. Something just nibbled. But yeah, Wes, it's insane because I've caught maybe close to 6, 7 uniques just doing this. So, it's. I think the most bait coins I've pulled out was just a little before I decided I would go ahead and stream this for a little bit. Was I think was about like 82 bait coins, and that was with a combination of like 6 or 7 uniques, I think. And they're all different. Like some of them were like repeat species, but a whole bunch of. But it's like Zabby's method is very much correct though. Go from spot to spot as soon as you get a unique, move on, and then you know fish somewhere else. I mean, as soon as you get that unique, move on. But well, so far I've only caught 2 uniques just within this live play. All right, so let me go ahead and anchor down. But he is very much right on the money when it comes to a lot of stuff too. Well, play on it more often. Kidding. A little too far, but I'll just bring it to where it'll roll over that deep hole here. But I'm also in a down, coming out of I think I'm slowly coming to a very low downtime as well. To look at my weather, but I do know that this is one of those yeah. So they're not going to be biting as often, but they are going to bite though. Yep. I think I might do an event or two. I don't know yet. What 2 missions? Okay, the set crick sex blood. Oh, that's right. I have yet. I need to go back and do the emerald, but yep. I think next time I live do a live play, I will start. But I have all of these to go through. And then what collecting do I have now? So I'm gonna have to catch a trophy longnose gar. I'm surprised I haven't caught one yet. Well, I also haven't been really trying to go for the gar as it is. Got that halfway done. But yeah, the what is it? The Mad-Eye Buffalo. But yep, I think probably the next time I do a Fisherman live play, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the um, lower leveled ones as well. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get my stuff up to where it's a slightly better gear, even though, might be a little overpowered for some of those other, you know, spots, but at least it will do the job. Just making going through those. Yeah, it's the lighting. It's a lighting glitch. I've noticed that a couple of times. That's all that really is. It's just a lighting. If you see it, if I mean, sometimes I think it really depends on where I'm at and what was. Well, wish I knew what was causing that, but it's just lighting though. Might try the worm here. See how all that does. I don't know. You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. Because I brought a jig head with. Yep, probably. But let's try the jig head and see what damage we can do. So I'm just gonna try this with the crayfish real quick. If anything, I'll probably wind up catching bat. Could catch a bass or I do know that the catfish will also go for the crayfish lure as well. Hmm. Nothing taken to that color. Well, I'm gonna try every color and see what well what gets more bites. Could also try doing this and see what happens. If anything, probably hook a bowfin like this, but you never know. I do know that um, bass will take to the shads. Hmm. I don't know. The crankbaits might be the better way to go, because I am not getting any bite just by doing a jig head. But I think I'm gonna do this for a 2 hour stream and then I'm gonna call it. But I am gonna keep. I've just been doing this just for grinding levels and even for money as well. So it's works out. Now, kind of tempted for a time up to the or oh, there we go. Got something nice and big on there. Oh wow! Now that's a nice sized bass. 18 pounds, 34 inches. Yep, there we go. So a certain size speckled peacock bass will you'll either especially with the uniques, you know, got one. Yep, because the only way to tell when it's definitely gonna be a big fish is if it's depending on the strike. But then like earlier, the speckled peacock bass I caught as a unique, took a picture with it, and it, you know, he's just standing with it. This time I'm actually kneeling with this one, so let's back up just a tad. All right, definitely a nice sized fish, 34 inches and 18 pounds, almost 3 foot. Wow. All right. Well, mark that. Alrighty. Time to move on. Time to find a new spot to fish at. Alright, let's see. Are there any other? Yep, there is some right along in here. Start out right there. Um, and with this one, maybe about right there. Decent sized fish. Alrighty. Do 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 do. There we go. Fish on. Looks like it's a largemouth. Yep. Now I do know that there's certain holes that are just like, I do know like one or two holes where it's just definitely the speckled peacock bass. So it makes me wonder if this is going to be a mix, but we'll find out. Makes me wonder if the sauger will actually go for the crankbait. I'll have to, I'll have to test that. I will have to look and see if I can get leaders large enough for this rod, but for, well, for this rod and line, but I doubt I can right now. because I'm working with a level pretty much a level 50 setup here. That's what this rod is. Because a Sharpcaster is the largest is the last available spinning rod in the game. Just with different sizes though. Shoal bass here. Okay. Right as I was bringing the line in. The unique shoal bass is another one that gives you a pretty decent amount of experience as well. Surprised I haven't caught a unique largemouth yet. Another shoal bass. Let's look at how much I'll be bringing in. Okay, 13,788 bait credits so far, and 70 bait coins. Wait, 70 bait coins? That right there is 56. Oh, because I caught a unique shoal bass. That's right. So that makes off our 70. Hey, I wasn't exactly trying to show off. But yeah, it's again like like I said, Zabby's method is very much right on the dot. You can fish for the bass in any manner, and you can still pull out uniques. Might pull out a pipe popper and see if we can't hook another unique with a popper. Ooh, something was on there. Quit it. I hear that wind. It's starting to get a little nasty. Now you see that. It's supposed to get nasty here, and it's definitely starting to get dark. me switch back to the newt and see what kind of damage I can do with that, if any. Alright, as I'm about to reel it in all the way. But, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. But this, I just want to do a little bit of live, bass fishing with y'all. Um, Hope you enjoyed the video. For any new subscribers, or any new people, just, you know what to do. Just subscribe, click that like button, and click that bell notification icon so that way you're notified when I'm live again. Tomorrow I might go live again. I don't know. I don't know what game. If I do, so, and also it really depends if I have power as well. It's supposed to get pretty nasty here. We're expecting some snow, some freezing rain. So yeah, it's gonna get supposed to get nasty. So it really depends if I have power or not. If I do go live tomorrow, or even across the weekend as well. But we will see. But thanks for joining me. This is DSV saying good night. And again, you know what to do if you enjoyed the video. Click that bell notification icon, like if you want to, and subscribe if you want to. So, no pressure there, but I will see y'all later, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. So, this is DSV saying good night, and hope you have a good one.